Hello people, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and let's look at the headlines. British officials to meet Kano in custody. Barrister Ejimakor made it known that officials of British High Commission has demanded to meet Mazen Nnamdi Kano, and his family members would also see him in detention during the next visit being facilitated by his lawyers. You remember in our video during the day, we told you how Ejiofor, had visited Kano on Monday, saying he Kano extended greetings to his supporters worldwide and all foreign governments and institutions, which are relentlessly following up on his trial. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the late counsel to the detained IPOB leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kano, stated that Nnamdi Kano still needs advanced medical care despite the fact that he is firm and stable. Those DSS doctor, Mbo. The IPOB's leader, lawyer, said they finally seen their client, Mazen Nnamdi Kano, just like we told you, and this has doused fear, and it happened to him after DSS failed to produce him in court, and that no one has been able to assess him for like 10 days prior to that court day. Anyway, no more fear. Ejiofor also encouraged IPOB followers, stating that they are winning and their prayers are doing wonders, so they shouldn't relent. They should remain law-abiding citizens, and he also assured them on keeping the people posted and that every development he will make it known to them. According to Ejimakor, there will be regular visits to Nnamdi Kano. He said, "We are all aware that Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court had last Monday adjourned the trial of Kano to October 21st due to failure of Nigerian government to produce him in court. It's a really long period of vacation, but thanks to what the lawyer has, the judge has allowed that his family can visit him." Man claims person paraded as IPOB member is his cousin who went to buy food for his sick mom after church. That was last Sunday. A man has claimed that his cousin was picked up and falsely accused of being one of the IPOB ESN members who allegedly masterminded the attack on Omoma Police Station and Njaba Police Station, respectively. That was last week. Gideon Dominic claimed that his cousin, Elvis Okafor, had returned from church and left the house not long after that. He was sent to buy foodstuff for his sick mom, but he didn't return. According to him, he was later pictured among those accused of carrying out an attack on police station in Imo State. There was a circulating picture that was yesterday, and the guy was among the people paraded, and the family was like, "This is the person we sent to get something. How comes?" It appears the police in Imo is arresting everybody. They can just brand you ESN member, pick you up. That is what has been happening. So while parading the suspect, the police said the men stormed the police stations on 2 different occasions, and during the gun battle, a divisional police officer was killed, while one of the suspects, Emmanuel Naji, aged 15 years, a native of Awala in Idato South local government of Imo State, was arrested with bullet wounds. I think the police should be careful. When such a thing happens, everybody becomes victim. What Nigeria police does is to come in a particular place. They go to a particular place, just start packing people. It's I don't know. This is what has been happening. They will just go to an area, start rounding people up. Anyway, let's get to Kyari's case. The first big hole in Kyari's defense is his claim that he arrested Kelly for threatening Abbas. And this is according to Reno Mokri. Everybody is contributing on this particular story. Of course, Kyari's involvement with Hush Puppy is no longer news. What we are looking at, what we are going to expect, what we are going to see. The outcome of everything at the end, that's what we are looking at. We know Kyari claimed the only time he was involved with Hush Puppy was when Hush Puppy contacted him over some clothing materials, and also when he made a complaint about a person named Kelly threatening his life. And this is the actual trouble for Kyari. This is a big hole in his defense. And for Kyari to have agreed, he arrested Chibuzo, that is Kelly, based on the information from Hush Puppy. That is a lead. If it's those who are lawyers who are looking for how to, I know investigators, I mean, this is like a lead. So in his tweet, Mr. Mokri wrote, the first big hole in Kyari's defense is his claim that he arrested Kelly for threatening Hush Puppy's life. Now let's look at what this meant. How can a person in Nigeria threaten the life of a person in Dubai? That makes no sense. Normally, a complainant comes to the station to make a statement in person. So, and this Reno Mokri's tweet is gaining a lot of attention as many people are reacting to it. Though there are varying reactions, not all agrees with him. However, we want to say that majority are in support of what Omokri tweeted. They claimed it is not normal to arrest a person for threatening the life of a person overseas, as the complainant always comes to the station to make a statement in person himself. So when we hear people reporting the other persons to the police for threatening their life, it's normally they themselves that will go to the police. But this case, Hush Puppy is away and he makes such complaint. Okay, that's a man. Anyway, others think Kyari was right to have arrested Kelly, who threatened his life. They claim that Kelly did not only just threaten Hush Puppy's life, but also that of his family. So we would like to know what is your view on this. Do you think Kyari was right to have arrested Kelly for threatening Hush Puppy's life? Meanwhile, we also had, it's not just his life, but the life of his relatives. Kelly is in Nigeria, Hush Puppy is in overseas. They had a deal and, Anyway, in rounding up, sell your cattle if you can't maintain them. Thou Aliu tells herdsmen. This is coming from their fellow Hausamano. Mamun Dal Aliu, Executive Director of Haideja Jama River Development Authority, he has warned that herdsmen should sell their cattle and look for another business. That is, if they cannot maintain them. In other words, if they cannot stop their cattle from venturing into people's farm and destroying it. All these herders farmers clashes started with, all this insecurity. It started with, we first started hearing farmers herders clashes or herders farmers clashes. Before it turned to something else. So, Dow made the warning while he was responding to questions from newsmen over the increasing farmer herdsmen clashes, and that is, it's already there, but this one is happening along Hadeja Valley irrigation plan at its office in Kano. He said the federal government had taken care of the interest of both parties in the establishment and rehabilitation of irrigation projects in the country. Yeah, I also understand that there have been a lot of land mapped out for this grazing reserve in the north. So what do the headers want again? So the federal, according to Dow, he said the federal government had demarcated enough farmlands for farmers, cattle route, and grazing reserve to herdsmen in order to address the lingering farmers-herdsmen conflict in the country, he said. He explained that just as farming is a business, animal husbandry is also a business. Therefore, one cannot sacrifice his business because of the other. But not like when you compare Mieti Allah with motor parts. Everyone is on his own. No? The way this federal government is behaving as if cattle rearing is a federal government business. They are on their own. No? So this man went on to say, if a farmer has 1 hectare of farmland, so that is his asset. Also, who has 5, 10 or more cows? That are his assets. And because of your animal, you cannot deny farmers their business, thou said. Well, there is what Jesus said in the Bible, a living and living's the whole lump. You people started allowing it. And now they want your farms, they want everything. The other day, they were dictating for Delta State House. They were telling them, the amount of hectares they are demanding is like the size of Israel. And I think Delta State government will not make that mistake. So he therefore warned any headman who cannot take care of his cattle, they should sell them off and venture into another business. Maybe they will join motor parts business. I don't know. He advised farmers also. Farmers can also protect their farmland by, fencing it or community policing to limit animal wandering in the area. Is it not this community policing that was started in the southwest and they are trying to fight the people, Amoteco and the rest? And is it not that same thing that the IPOB is doing? Anyway, Dow said the federal government, in collaboration with the World Bank, has embarked on full rehabilitation of the irrigation schemes around the existing river basins authority in the north. Wow. Well, this is a challenge from a fellow northerner. It's not about the south again. Everybody understands or understood what is happening. These guys are, like a pastor will say, no carry your own, join my own. No. These guys have their own farms. And they have their own businesses, which is cattle. But they are encroaching on other people. A cattle will come, they'll move cattle into your farmland, eat up all your crop. And this is how you survive. You could imagine the rate at which Nigeria imports corn because of Fulani herdsmen. Nigeria has to be importing corns more than they used to because they cannot meet up with the demand. Just like onions last year, onions became to buy onions, to get onions, because the farmers are running away from farms. They are being attacked by these same headers. So anyway, viewers, what do you think? Add your comment. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Click the bell icon to get our updates anytime it drops. Bye for now.